Hey guys, it's me, Vinny Lospinuso, back with another video, another part of my series, part 3 of my 8-part series of the best players not currently in Canton. The last two I did the AFC West and the AFC South. Now I'm doing the AFC North, mind you, unless the player is listed as a modern, unless the player is going to be a senior candidate, unless the team is very, very young and there's not one I can really choose. So starting off, alphabetically order, the Baltimore Ravens, you already have, Ozzie Newsome in, obviously first time. Art Modell is someone I'd like to see make it one day, and we've already seen Jonathan Ogden, Ray Lewis, and Ed Reed make the Hall of Fame. But coming up this year for his eligibility is Haloti Ngata. He was one of the best defensive tackles of his era. He was a 5-time All-Pro during his time, and he's someone I think deserves a good look, and he was the focal point of that line for those great Ravens teams, which fought with the Steelers for the AFC North crown in the late 2000s and early 2010s. So he's someone I would consider for that. The next one is the Cincinnati Bengals. Of course, we had Ken Riley be named as one of the 3 seniors from last year's. And this year, even though he didn't make it, one of the top requests, and who I think will make it probably next year, is Ken Anderson, who played quarterback for them in the 70s and early 80s. He led the league in completion percentage and passing rating like 3 or 4 times. Like 4 times he has a lot of black ink. He was named MVP in 1981, and his team was very close to beating the Joe Montana-led San Francisco 49ers. In my opinion, he's also the best quarterback not in the Hall of Fame, and I hope that if he gets inducted, this could open the door lane for other quarterbacks like Charlie Connerly, Cecil Isbell, Roman Gabriel, and numerous others, and other Bengals like Ken Riley did for Lamar Paris, Isaac Curtis, and a few others. For the Cleveland Browns, there's a lot of names to go with, but I'm going to go with one a little bit more recent here. Clay Matthews Jr. He played for the Browns for 16 years and played his last 3 years with the Atlanta Falcons. He played more games at linebacker than anyone else. He was a finalist in 2021. He was also semifinalist for a number of years. He was a semifinalist the last couple of years as a senior, and I think with his body of work and just the numbers alone, he deserves to make the Hall of Fame, as he was the heart and soul of those Browns teams during the late 70s and the 1980s. And finally, for the Steelers, there's a lot of choices to go here, as they are a very successful and popular team. Greg Lloyd just made it as a senior. You also have a name like Andy Russell that gets sometimes mentioned. Ray Kemp is another one that I've seen. But I'm going to go with L.C. Greenwood here, as he's been a finalist for the Hall as a modern 6 times. He was a 6-time Pro Bowler, like 2-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time second-team All-Pro. He's been on the Hall of Fame's second team for the 1970s, and has been on all-decade teams for the 70s for numerous others. You have Donnie Shellen, who just recently made it, so it's going to be a while. He hasn't been a semifinalist yet for the senior candidates, so it might take a little while for him. He did die 10 years ago, so he's not going to make it while he's still with us. But I still think he deserves a real look, and I think he is the best Steeler not currently in the Hall of Fame. But that's my choices, guys. What do you think? Would those be the 4 choices you'd have? If not, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to Zennie62 Media for more videos like this, and I'll speak to you guys next time. Peace out.